On this episode of The Outdoorsmen, it's my 2 doe management kills at the Hills property of the 2016-2017 season. There's a lot of bloodshed in this episode, so stay tuned, and I hope you enjoy. Well, preseason preparation at the Hills this year started in late July and went into early August, just like every other season. I put out cameras over watching mineral stations, trimmed shooting lanes, and tried planting a food plot there for the first time ever. But all that work soon went to waste when I discovered someone trespassing at the Hills, stealing my minerals, SD cards, and then eventually a trail camera, costing me a total of $250. Then to make matters worse, something went wrong with the food plot and it never came in. Now, I did end up catching the thief, and I got that whole situation taken care of thanks to the help of local police. Then when it came down to replacing the failed food plot so I had a food source to hunt in the early season, I just had to go back to putting bags of corn out. But after all that pressure from the preseason drama and with having no major food source established at the Hills, I had 0 mature bucks hanging around the property when the archery season started. So I took the first couple weeks of the season to try and fill one of my 2 tags I'm allowed to fill at the Hills on a doe.
What's up, guys? It's September 13th. We got up here really quietly today. We had the camera base already set, so all we had to do was clip the arm on, clip the camera on, pull the bow up, and we were set. So it was a pretty easy morning. It's just starting to get light. There's a little fog rolling in. The wind's going north today, right into the pond, which is freaking awesome. So without further ado, we're gonna shut up and see what happens, because I think we're in for a good morning, so stay tuned. And the blood was spilling on that kill. 9-yard shot. And we put the Rage hypodermic right behind the shoulder with the Carbon Express pile driver arrows. She's down, I heard her crash. Way to start the season. We're out of the deer stand. We're gonna walk 10 yards to where I shot her. Holy cow. She came right up to this Wild Game Innovations ale. Man, and she is spilling blood. Have you ever seen a broadhead do that? I think not. Camera's right over here. Look at that. Look at that blood. She's got this.
Well, what a morning it's been. It's September 13th. I'm here down at the Hills property and we got a doe on the ground. We had a real rough start to the season with the guy coming on the property with not having any shooters, and I spent the first week and a half on a doe mission trying to get one to donate to Hunters for the Hungry. That's why we're doing this pretty quick, because we got to hurry up and get it down there with how warm it's getting. But I want to talk about the entry and exit wound today. I switched up broadheads. I've always been shooting Rage. Chisel tips have a ton of power, but I switched to a hypodermic because that is a little more cut, and I hit way up here, and this is the exit wound. I mean, a 2-inch hypodermic did that, and she went 30 yards and you heard her die on camera, which was awesome. Pretty cool morning. I love the new camera equipment. Just got a new Canon this year. The muddy equipment is awesome. Under Armour, everything. This morning was beautiful. We're gonna close it with that. Good doe on the ground. Rage hypodermic sealed the deal on that one. The muddy equipment helped that filming go great. So what a morning. Whew. Close it on that good note. Now I wish I could sit here and tell you my season got better from here, but it didn't. In mid-October, I found a crack on one of my bow limbs and it kept me out of the woods for 2 weeks while it got fixed. Then, when it was even sweet November, mature bucks rarely came around while I was hunting. Encounters were quick and they always seemed to stay just out of bow range. By December, I was tired of it all and figured it was time to make some changes. I swapped out my old rusty ladder stand for some climber sticks and a hanger stand that put me 6 feet higher in the tree. Then I got the opportunity to purchase a brand new Hoyt Pro Defiant for a great price. It's nothing against PSE, I'm just more of a Realtree person, and I've heard nothing but great things about Hoyt. So I got the bow, but even with all the changes, it didn't change my luck on how my season was going. Every time I hunted, I had encounters with young bucks, does, more younger bucks, and then more does. Before I knew it, it was January and I still had only killed 1 deer. So considering the high number of does I had at the Hills property this year and the small chance that I would have an encounter with a mature buck within the last couple weeks of the season, I decided I was just going to go ahead and try and fill my second tag with a doe for management purposes.
Well guys, it is January 5th. I'm out here at the Hills and it is 9 degrees, and with wind chill it feels like 4. It is very, very cold. It snowed all day yesterday, so I mean there's about 3 or 4 inches of snow on the ground right now, and I haven't hunted in the snow in almost 2 years here in Kentucky. So this is very, very cool. I can see for such a long way, and that's really going to help me out today because I have to keep the camera batteries in my pocket and keep the camera covered with a ski mask, so the farther away I can see them, the more time I have to prepare for them to come in and get the camera stuff ready. So it should be a good morning. With how cold it is, these deer have to get up and move, and the corn is torn up. I don't have a camera. I took it down a few days ago. But the tracks literally are everywhere. They're going off in every which direction, and the corn is torn up, like I said. So they're definitely using this as the last reliable food source, and that's what late season hunting is all about. So guys, stay tuned. I'm looking to draw first blood today with the Pro Defiant before the season closes.
Alex just got out of stand. It's been about 20 minutes, but I just wanted to see what the arrow looks like. Oh yeah, that's good blood. All that bubbly red blood. She's going pretty high up the hill. And she's spraying good. Obviously, you guys can see some crazy bird blood. Look at that. She's going uphill. That's what's scaring me, because when the deer's able to go uphill, it's not a bite. There she is, right there. Yeah! Oh yeah! Look at the blood. Look at that. Yeah! Wow! Well, here it is, January 5th, and I'm finally behind my second doe of the season. I was holding out to try and kill a buck, but with it being a week away from the season close, I decided, you know what, we've got really high numbers here. We've got a lot of does, a lot of yearlings. Let's, you know, do the more mature thing. Let's take a doe for management purposes, and that's what I did. I hadn't even been done with my talk scene for more than like 3 minutes, and here comes a doe with a couple yearlings shooting right down the hill to the corn. And put an awesome shot on her, double lunged her. She didn't get 50 yards. The rage opened her up, and the blood trail this morning was phenomenal. With how cold it is, it's like 9 degrees now, but with the wind chill, it feels like 4. And the blood was actually freezing and turning pink on the branches. So it looked really cool coming up the hillside to find her. And I'm very pleased. This is my first deer with my brand new Hoyt Pro Defiant. Huge shout out to Tyler Kuntzman and Steve Badar for keeping me in the game this season. Between a PSE with cracked limbs and having to get those replaced, and then switching bows in the middle of the season and having to get that set up, you guys were a huge help, and I couldn't have done it without you guys. So huge shout out to you guys. And I'm finally tagged out, because I get 2 deer every year from the Hills property, and I probably won't do any more hunting after this. I might go out and film for a couple people, but I'm tagged out for the season, and I can't wait to come back and do it all over again with a brand new bow, brand new camera. I love the Muddy setup this year. We got a brand new harness by them, a bunch of camera rests, and it made the season so much easier. The footage turned out great this year. I enjoyed the season. We built our staff up, and it's been an awesome season. So guys, thank you very much for tuning in, and don't forget to subscribe.